Hello student, this is me Saurav Awasthi, English faculty of Mount Litra G School, Jhansi. Today I have brought a new chapter for you, that is a poem from Beehive, that is on killing a tree, where we are going to study about trees in this poem. So let's begin with the introduction to the lesson now, where the poet sanitizes the reader and highlights the fact that trees are living things. He equates trees with humans to convey that trees should not be cut because destroying trees is just like killing a human being. A tree does not die by merely cutting because it regrows from where it is cut. If it has to be destroyed, then it has to be uprooted. And you must be knowing about this, that if you are going to uproot the tree, that means it is not going to take or grow again. So this is all about the trees which are uprooted and destroyed in the jungles. So here now trees were compared as human beings and who have right to live. So here poet want to say that these trees should not be cut and they should be treated properly because they used to give us oxygen and fruits and many things in return. So we have to respect the nature and we have to respect these trees which have been given to us by God. Okay, now let's begin with the poem as well as its explanation now. So here the poem begins. It takes much time to kill a tree. Not a simple jab of the knife will do it. It has grown slowly, consuming the earth, rising out of it, feeding upon its crust, absorbing years of sunlight, air, water, and out of its leprous hide, sprouting leaves. So here first of all, the meaning of jab which is given in the second line is sudden rough blow, leprous hide means disc. So finally that means the explanation of these lines which are given over here is as following. A simple cut does not destroy a tree. A tree grows gradually, it is rooted in the soil. A plant takes nutrition from the soil to grow into a big tree. The tree is firmly bound with the soil. It takes in sunlight, water, and air to grow in a strong trunk and where it have numerous leaves. So my dear students, the next stanza is, so hack and chop, but this alone won't do it. Not so much pain will do it. The bleeding bark will heal, and from close to the ground will rise curled green twigs. Miniature bugs, which if unchecked will expand again to formal size. So here the word hack means cut roughly by striking heavy blows. So now again you can see in the poem that the poet wants to say that these trees don't die because they used to feed themselves with the help of the soil. That means they absorb their nutrition, they get their food, and they used to absorb sunlight, air, and water from the nature. That means like us, they are not dependent on such type of things which we used to eat. So here humans cut and chop the bark of trees into many pieces, but that is not sufficient to destroy the tree. The point of the tree which gets cut gives out sap just like a human being bleeds. Gradually, this world heals, and from there new branches start growing again. So finally, till you are not uprooting the tree, that means you're not taking it out completely from the soil. Till then, you are not going to be able to kill those trees. Bark can be cut into, or it can be chopped into many pieces, but then also it is not sufficient to kill those trees. Now let's begin the next paragraph. No, the root is to be pulled out of the anchoring earth. It is to be roped tight and pulled out, snapped out, or pulled out entirely, out from the earth cave, and the strength of the tree exposed, the source white and wet, the most sensitive hidden for years inside the earth. This was poem. Now the meaning: anchoring earth means trees are held securely with the help of the roots in the earth, and snapped out means to chop out something. So finally, now the explanation part of the poem. The poet says that in order to kill the tree, it has to be uprooted. One has to separate the tree from the earth which supports it. The roots of the tree bind the tree with the soil in the pit of the earth. From there, the most sensitive and hidden part of the tree, the roots have to be detached. The roots are white in color and are damp. So this was the explanation of this stanza. Now the new stanza is: then the matter of scorching and choking in sun and air, browning, hardening, twisting, withering, and then it is done. So now you can easily find out from these words only that how you are going to kill the tree, how you can destroy the nature, how you can take the life of a living tree. So now let's talk on the meaning of few words. So here is the meaning of scorching and choking: the drying up of the tree after being uprooted. Now let's continue with the explanation of this stanza also, where it means somewhere that once the tree has been uprooted, then gradually it withers and dries up with the action of heat and wind. The trunk will become brown, twist, and will harden. Finally, the tree will die this way. So this can be the cause, that means how the tree can be killed. So we have to see this thing, that we have to save our earth and save our trees, so that they may help us in living peacefully in this nature. If the trees will not be there, because then there will be no oxygen and people will start dying just because of carbon dioxide. So that's why we have to take care of this, and we have to be smart and intelligent enough where we should try to save our earth from getting spoiled. So we have to save plants and trees on this beautiful world, and we will not be happy as we are today. And then we have to see one more thing, that what we are leaving for our next generation which will come after us. So the poet wants to say in this poem that we have to take care of all these things which have been given to us by the nature. We can forward these things to our young generation so that it can help them also. And we don't have to be so greedy where we are killing trees just because of our fun, for our luxury, for our happiness. So, this was the summary of the poem on killing a tree, and I hope that you must have understood the summary of the poem. Now, thank you so much. We will meet again with the next video with question answers and literary devices of this poem. Till then, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay at home. Thank you so much.